Hello, hello, hello. So I am back. I'm here to do my intro video for you guys. I hope you guys are well. I have never been more excited to do a video than this particular video. I am very excited to do this. I woke up and just was ready to go for this, and I was even up a little late doing some notes so that I can stay focused and talk about the important things, and then the details of everything I will tell in different videos. But this video, I want to show you where I was, where I'm at, how much I weigh, and what I'm doing a little bit, and then get into the details in different videos. Today, I will say, today is November 27th, 2018, and let me tell you something. For the first time in a long time, guys, I have energy. I don't look at things and feel stressed for the first time today. My husband asks every morning, he'll text me, how are you? How are you? Are you laying down? And today I said, I feel fantastic. And he texts me back and he goes, are you being sarcastic? And I said, no, I actually feel fantastic. And I think some of it is because I told you guys that I had already been implementing some things. Vitamins. I've been implementing vitamins. I feel like some of the vitamins is really starting to get into my system. The other thing that's recently, and I think it's making a huge difference, is I've been taking electrolytes, but ones that don't have anything bad in it. It's just pure electrolytes, and it's just giving me energy. So I have my notes, and I'm going to start with where I last left you guys, which was basically the end of April. I was going downhill, and I was going downhill quickly. Everything that I had done prior with keto and losing all that weight and feeling great was nullified because of all the amount of sugar I was eating. Hot flashes was coming back majorly. The other thing that I had stopped taking was something called DIM, which helps you through menopause and perimenopause, and I'll get into all of that later in a different video. I want to give you some symptoms of things that was going on with me, and the reason why I want to tell you the symptoms is for documentation, just to see where I'm at later down the line. I already feel the difference, but just to kind of document it. And also because if some of you feel it, if some of you are going through something like that, you're like, oh, I feel that, then it might help you, to recognize certain things. But there's a lot more than what I've written down. But I just kind of wanted to touch on the main things. Number one is fatigue. Fatigue for many reasons. Fatigue because hormonally I was just out of whack, and fatigue because I didn't get enough sleep. I wasn't sleeping. Hot flashes, I'm perimenopausal. So you think hot flashes, you think, well, it's just part of the deal it's not. It's not part of the deal. And we'll get into that later. But hot flashes, night sweats, really bad. Feeling hopelessness, feeling like you're a failure, feeling like you never can accomplish anything. You start certain project, you can't finish it. Then you move on to this project and you can't finish it. And you feel a sense of like, I can never finish anything. I can never accomplish anything. I can never do anything. You feel like a failure. You feel hopeless. Headaches, anxiety. Oh my goodness. My anxiety was so bad. So bad, and particularly at night. Sometimes I work myself into a sheer panic attack. Stress for any small thing. Anything would stress me out. So it got to a point where my husband wouldn't tell me some stuff, just financial stuff, things like that. He wouldn't tell me because any little small stress to me, I just made it huge. I couldn't handle it. Feeling of overwhelmingness. Tremendous overwhelming, just on chores, just on doing the basics. Cravings, insomnia. Again, it causes you not to have energy. And one of the things that I really started to notice about me is sensory issues. started not to, certain noises were really starting to affect me. My Meniere's came back full blown. And that's going to be another video, but my Meniere's disease is basically when fluid gets caught in your ears, and there shouldn't be any because there's 3 canals in your ears that drain, but yet there's fluid caught. And so there's no cure for Meniere's. The side effect of Meniere's is vertigo. It came back, and I noticed it came back when I stopped taking DIM. And now that I'm back on DIM, I'm noticing, now that it's really starting to settle into my system, I notice that I'm not getting as much of the Meniere's issue. But sensory issues were big. I remember being at the thrift store, and on Tuesdays they had dollar Tuesday. Everything was $1. And my eBay was, that's how I get my sources for my eBay. And I remember going in, and there was a bunch of people, and that started, the people, you know, the crowd would start to also give me anxiety. But mainly it was the hangers that would move on the rack, because the women, you know, we were all just kind of going through all the clothes because everything was $1. And the hangers, the noise of the hangers, certain noises would just send me like, I got to go to my room. You know, I want to get out. Many times we were at the thrift store, and I'd get a major hot flash, and I would literally tell my husband, pay for whatever's in the cart. I'm leaving. I got to go to the car. Throw that air conditioner on. Going to restaurants, like the dishes, it was horrible. I would, you know, when they would clean up the tables and they would put the dishes one on top of the other, and oh, it was just too much. So that was another thing that was happening with me. So those are some of the symptoms that were pretty bad. Okay, now we're going to move on into roughly the beginning of October, middle of September. I was going to turn 50, or I turned 50, October 8th, and I just knew that I just couldn't live like this anymore. There was such a desperation in me. There was such a tiredness in me, and my eBay was going good. I was selling, I was doing it, but everything else was falling apart, and I just knew that there had to be a balance. That's where that light bulb clicked, and I said, you know, there's got to be something not right. I'm doing low carb. I wasn't 100% keto, but I remembered when I was 100% keto, I was down to 183. I did have energy, and it was still focused more. Keto helped me to lose the weight, right? It was more that connection. And I just thought, no, perimenopausal should not be this bad. This should not be this way. And that's when I try to connect the dots. That's when I said, no, what is going wrong inside? What is wrong? You know, every woman is going to go through perimenopause. Every woman's ovaries are going to shut down and say, I'm done. Every woman. And, you know, why are some women experiencing this and why some women not this? And, you know, yeah, I know our backgrounds are different. We come from different places. We eat different things. But my goodness, what is going on? You know, this should not be this hard. This is where it gets exciting. This is where it gets exciting. And this is where I'm still learning. And this is where I am at today. I knew keto was going to be my diet. I knew that keto and intermittent fasting was going to be key. One crucial thing, and that is when your ovaries start to shut down, you know, and by the way, I'm still perimenopause. I'm not considered menopausal yet, even though I haven't had a cycle. And I'll tell you all of that here in a little bit because it hasn't been a year. But when your ovaries say, I'm done, and they start shutting down, your adrenals, which are the two little glands that sit on your kidneys right on top, right? Those little things push estrogen out so that you're transitioning from, you know, estrogen dominance in your ovaries is now going to shut down, and your adrenals are going to up the estrogen. Only you're not going to get it in the quantities that you got it with your ovaries because there is no babies. There's, you know, none of that. So it's going to shoot out enough to keep your hormones balanced, to keep your estrogen balanced, to keep things smooth and the transition smooth. That's why I say When somebody says, oh, I never had a hot flash, well, then your adrenals are pretty darn good. You know what I mean? And mine are shot. And then you ask, well, why are mine so shot? Why am I so bad? And that is because of the amount. Remember, your adrenals are your stress hormones, right? They control more, they control other things, but your adrenals are your flight or fight, right? You get adrenaline, and then you get cortisol through there, and you get, those are main ones, but you do get other hormones that help, like estrogen, and you get testosterone from there and all that. And I have lived a life, and I'm not going to get into details because really the details aren't really that important, but I have lived a very stressful life even as a child. I have memories from when I was 4 years old where there was abuse. And even though, guys, this is very important, even though there has been forgiveness and there has been all of that wonderful healing emotionally, my adrenals are shot because since a little girl, there has been trauma, really. And there has been so much stress that now when I need them, they cannot give me what I need. They cannot, because they're not working. They were overly worked as a child. They were overly worked in my teens. They were overly worked in my 20s and in my 30s. So when perimenopause comes, there is such a fluctuation going on inside that when one thing shuts down, the other thing is supposed to kick in, and that one thing that's supposed to kick in is not. It's not kicking in. Now I know why there's hot flashes. Now I know why I have night sweats. Now I know why a lot of things. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to repair my adrenals. The food is not going to be able to, at this point, give me everything I need to feel better. I need to help it with supplementation. I need to help it with electrolytes. I don't think I've ever ran on good potassium. It helps you sleep. It helps you sleep. Oh my gosh, it helps you sleep. Yesterday, for the first time in a long time, I started sleeping. I slept good, rather. I started taking this about, I want to say 2 weeks ago. I started consistently taking this. I'm telling you, potassium, and you're not going to get it from bananas. You can get potassium from bananas, but you would have to eat like a whole bunch. With my adrenals shot, okay, and understanding that and learning that, and I'm still learning, okay, guys, I'm still learning. Then other parts of your body or your glands, your hormonal, your endocrine system is going to be shot. One can start. It will affect the other one. It will. Right now, my adrenals are my focus, and that's where that's the missing link that I needed to know more about the adrenals. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about where I'm at. So the journey for me is going to be about perimenopause symptoms being relieved. It's going to take time. Stress. I'm working on stress, food, and how to cook with keto, and how to cook keto, and how to cook with good, healthy, nutritional foods, and staying away from, even fructose is, it's worse than table sugar in the sense that it's doesn't need to be processed. It goes straight to the liver. So no fruits or anything like that. And that doesn't mean that in my whole entire life I will never have fruit. No, it just means I need to get to that point of health to where if I have a fruit, it's okay. It's good. Exercise is also going to be pretty much the same. I think from learning about exercise, I'm still learning about that. I'm not quite understanding it all the way yet, but as far as exercise, from what I'm understanding, Leslie Sanson is perfect for me. No weight training, nothing that overly stresses my body, because again, I'm trying to relax my adrenals. I'm trying to keep that calm. That is where my journey is going to be, and I already feel today like a new person. I can't even begin to tell you. I think a lot of the stuff that I'm taking, like I said, the vitamins and being on a low carb diet, I haven't necessarily been on keto, but low carb has absolutely been something it's like the platform to jump off of. You know what I mean? I'm getting there. Let me talk to you guys about when I had the last period. Okay, my last period was April 21st. That was my last period. The last time you saw me, I weighed 196 and now I weigh 209.2. So that is a 13.2 pound increase. And weight will not be the actual focus, but it will be brought up and it will be, I will weigh in, but it's not going to, for instance, today when I weighed in at 209.2. Well, that's a 2 pound increase for me. It's a 2 pound increase for me. I know you guys saw me back at when I was 196, but that's a 2 pound increase for me. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that because I feel so good. I feel so good. So that's okay. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. As far as videos, let's talk videos. What I want to do with my channel is definitely bring you guys on this journey of mine, of connecting the dots of health. I look forward to it, whether it be grocery hauls, cooking videos, some vlogs. I know I got a comment today saying you guys miss watching me and my family. I appreciate that. So vlogs, but it'll be pertain, you know, around this healthy journey. Let me see, get ready with me videos as far as beauty. I don't buy makeup. I mean, I do buy here and there. I do, but it's not what I used to buy at all. Not at all. It's not even a fraction. Because all my money, anything that I make off of eBay is going to high quality vitamins. And that's where my sources are going to. So makeup is just not on the priority list, but get ready with me videos I can do, maybe even get empties videos, that kind of thing, as far as beauty and stuff like that, because I do love my makeup, don't get me wrong. The videos may not always be like consistent, maybe not at first, because you know, day to day I don't know how I'll feel, but definitely as I feel better, I'm sure they'll be more consistent. And who knows, you know, maybe this is actually how it gets better from today on. Hopefully. I'm praying. I can't even express to you how good I feel. I can't. I just can't. I did have a mammogram done. I had a little lump on my left breast on the side. And so I went and got it checked out. I was supposed to have gotten it checked out in August, but they canceled on me. And then when I made the appointment, I had to cancel on them. And I finally went in. I already got my results. I am clear. But I go to my gynecologist. I go December 4th. We'll discuss it more, and we'll also discuss where I'm at. You know, probably get a pap smear and things like that. So that's coming up. All right, and my hope for this journey, honestly, I wrote it down. My hope on my journey is to connect the dots all the way through and incorporate exercise and do the right exercise for me. It has to be walking exercise, HIIT training, and that's Leslie Sansone. So I did order a video on Leslie Sansone, and I'll share that with you. I did order a new one. Not like I needed a new one, but I want to make another video where, remember I did that year video where I lost all that weight and I did the journey of that video. That's what I want to do with this. I don't know if I'll do every 6 months or I'll do the year. I might do it in 6 months though, because gosh, that was a lot of work for that year one. But I want to work on that when it comes to this journey. And my hope is to have energy, and vitality and positivity, and to feel new, with new attitude, with a renewed sense of living life, you know, not just living life in my head, because every day I would want to do this, I would want to work on this, I would want to do this, and then my body wouldn't move because I had no energy. I was drained, I was fatigued, I was inflamed, I was whatever, and then I felt like a failure. You know, whatever you're going through, whatever it is, when you don't have energy, even if you know the solution, like you know, okay, I need to eat low carb, I'm telling you, when you don't have the energy to cook, going into that kitchen is so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming that I just walked back out, you know, because you just don't have it in you. Why was I so miserable? And it's because of all the stress that I've been through in my entire life, that my adrenals, when they needed to kick in, they just couldn't do it. They just can't. So I'm helping them out. I'm helping them out in this journey to come back in to help me out. So I need to help them out so they can help me out. All right, my friends, that is it. I have more to share with you later. We'll talk about the vitamins I'm taking, what I'm cooking. I'll do some cooking videos for you guys. I'll do all kinds of stuff. I will. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope that you'll take this journey with me, please. I've never been so excited to be on any journey. Even when I would come back, when I would do other videos and I would say, okay, I'm on a keto diet, I'm this and that, and I've never been so excited as I am today, as I am doing this journey. And I hope you guys take it with me. And maybe if somebody out there is saying, you know what, I have all those symptoms, you know, maybe my adrenals are shot. I need to work on my adrenals. And we'll talk about what I'm doing, okay, to help with that. But take electrolytes. Good. Don't take Gatorade. Don't drink Gatorade. Don't drink Powerade. Don't drink all them sugars. That's just sugar. You might be getting some electrolyte, but the sugar that's in there is nullifying all of that. It's just sugar water. Try to see if you can get yourself a really good electrolyte powder, because a lot of us we do not have enough potassium. We just don't. Take one electrolyte a day, like what I do, like my 16 ounces with my electrolyte. I have a scoop in here. Scoop. I put one scoop in some water and I'm good to go. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, my friends, that is it. That is my little tip for today. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Okay, guys, bye.